Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new lesson of biology, that is, why do we fall ill? So, the chapter itself starts from a question. As you know that questioning is one of the a step to acquire knowledge. When you are a child, many of the questions you will ask your parents, then to the teacher you will ask some questions. So similarly, this chapter also started with a question: why do we fall ill? So there are many reasons to fall ill. So that only we are going to discuss in this chapter. It may be personal hygiene. If you are not a personally hygienic people or person, you may suffer from disease. Or it may be sometime due to some malfunctioning of the body. Like if organ is not working properly, you get a disease, you get a disorder. Like that. So there are many reasons. So like community also may be a reason. You are personally very hygienic person, but your community where you live, the community is not so hygienic. That time you may suffer from many diseases. There are, see, like our body is made up of what? Our body is made up of cells. Why do we fall ill? So our body is made up of cells. You know that cell is a structural and functional unit of the body. Every organism is made up of cell. The cells usually have some physiological activity. They perform many of the activities. Many of the activities. There are various type of cells in the body. They perform various activities like heart, the cardiac cells or cardiac muscle present in the heart will help in the pumping of blood to the every parts of the body. Nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, what it will do? It will transfer the electric impulses, that is messages in the form of electric impulses to all the organs of the body. Like that we have many cells. So when these cells are not working properly or functioning properly, you may get a disease. You may get a disease. See, there are a lot of systems in the body, like tissue, a group of cell which performs a similar function and have a similar structure is called as tissue. What is the organ? What is organ? So organ group of tissues, we can call it as group of tissues make a organ. Similarly, organ systems, we have various systems in the body. Excretory system we have, circulatory system we have nervous system in the body. All that actually work together to perform a functions of the body. Means all the physiological activity, that is metabolic activity performed by the body by various systems in higher animals, if you take. See, if all these organs, all these systems work properly, our body, we call it as we are very healthy, very healthy person. Understood? So what do you mean by health? What do you mean by health? So health, what do you mean by health? Health means what? So health is state of physically, mentally, and socially being well. Means if you are physically well, you should be physically well. Means a handicapped person cannot be telling he is very healthy person. Health. So he has a certain problem. So deaf and dumb, he has a certain problem. So physically you should be fit and mentally you should be alright. Sometimes people will be there. He is very fit, physically very fit, but mentally is not alright. So that type of people, we cannot tell that they are healthy people. And socially healthy. You should be socially very active person, very active person. Then only you are called as we are healthy. We are healthy. The health is nothing but what it is, state of physically and mentally being healthy. It's called as health. What is the importance of health? Why we need a good health? See, like if you are healthy, you can your body work efficiently. Body works efficiently. See, efficiently and performs various activities. Various activities are performed very well. That is the one of the importance of the health. So it helps to see if you are healthy. If you are healthy means you are physically fit and mentally fit, and you will be socially you will be very fit. You can interact with a person, and you can communicate with a person. All that you can do efficiently. Understood? See here, if you take the health, there two aspect comes, that is personal health and community health. If you are personally healthy, your personal health, your community health means community health will have if you have certain problem, then your health will be not good actually. Like that, we will have some difference also. Understood? See, so personal health. So personal health means what? So if you are see personal health, health of a person, health of a person depends on personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, it depends on personal hygiene. Community hygiene, then your economic status, economic status, then physically fit. All matter. See, the health of a person, health of a person depends on the personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very important. If you are personally you are very hygienic person, means your health will be not affected, not affected. So your health will be not affected. That's the reason. Then community health. See, community health is also very important. See, personally, you are two hygienic people. You do. See, now we can give the example of COVID-19 now. So COVID-19 is a pandemic which where the whole world is suffering now. The second wave has started. Here, the personal care is very important. So already the disease is spreading in the community. So if you are personally hygiene, or you personally if you are following all the COVID rules like wearing the mask and sanitizing the hands and whenever going outside in the community, maintaining the distance, all that if you follow, you will be personally hygiene. Personally you are safe. Understood? That's why we should maintain all the this COVID norms to be healthy. See, then community. The community health is very important. Not only you. If you are personally hygiene means it is not enough. Sometimes you are staying in a community, the place where we live. That's called as community. See, community health is also very important. Community health includes what? Say, a clean drinking water supply maybe, or a systemic drainage, providing a systemic drainage to remove the sewages. That's very important. Then sanitizing the area, See, sometimes what happens, some of the diseases will spread by some vectors like mosquito and if your community is not clean or there is a stagnancy of stagnancy of water, there actually the mosquito breeds. So when the mosquito breeds, so what happens is a lot of diseases will be spread, like malaria maybe, chikungunya maybe, dengue maybe. All this diseases spread. See, that's why community health is hygiene is very important. Then next is economic status. Economic status. So economic status also matters here because so you can add nutritional food, nutritional food, nutritional diet. You can add that also. That comes to economic status. So what is the nutritional food? Nutritional food, or we can tell it as balanced diet. Balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? So balanced diet means a food which contains all the nutrients in a proper quantity. Proper quantity. The food which contains all the nutrients in a proper quantity. Quantity as per proper proportion needed for the body. That is called as balanced diet. Balanced diet. You know the definition of balanced diet. So what is the definition of balanced diet or nutritional food? The food which contains all the nutrients in a proper quantity or proper proportion. That's called as nutritional food. See, nutritional food includes all proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals. See, all nutritious food sometimes it depends on the economic status of a person. So I'll give an example like the people, labor people, sometimes there will be a lack of good nutritional food, or there will be lack of balanced diet. That is because of economic status, their economic status. Understood? So that is very important. That is very important. So economic status is good means you will the person will have a nutritious food. It is not that if your economic condition is uh, far better, then you can have the food properly. If you are economically your status is very bad, then you may lack of not only just nutrition food, see, all the basic facilities, that is water maybe, or inside the house it may be sanitizing maybe, or cleaning maybe, a good clothes maybe. All that comes under this actually economic status. Economic status of a person should be very good so that he can afford for all the basic necessity of his life. See, this is then see if you take community health. See, community health, public cleanliness is one of the concepts. Community health. Community health depends on the cleanliness. Cleanliness of the public. So, see, like I told you already, sewage disposal. If you dispose the sewage means what? The waste which is produced from all the houses is called as sewage. So the disposal of sewage should be done correctly. Understood? Then you can tell about drainage system. A proper drainage system to remove the sewages or to remove that or to remove the sewage and and dumping into the some other area where some other area that is non-residential area. So it is taking to the non-residential area and you can reuse that sewage water also. Say in Bangalore and all, the sewage water will be reused. Then see, public say like the food we take. See, when we want any food items or any groceries or cereals or pulses, whatever it is, we go to a shop and we buy it. But the quality of that grocery or that pulses or cereals it should be in good standard, Then only you can have a better health actually. See, adulterated food we should not have. Adulterated food means what? Food adulteration means what? See, food adulteration means mixing some unwanted materials. Means similar unwanted materials in the food which is not good for the health. Like oil is that. For that oil, some other seeds oil is mixed. So you are bringing a sunflower oil, some oil which is produced from some other different plant which is not consumed, that is mixed in the oil. Argemone oil is one of the oil which causes some diseases in the body when if you consume that. Mixing that is called the adulterant. So like turmeric powder. See, turmeric powder we are bringing. So sometimes what it will be adulterated. They mix a methanol yellow. There is a color called methanol yellow. That will be mixed. So when you have adulterated food, your health will be you will lose your health. Proper health will be not there. That means uh, that is because of your community, public cleanliness. It comes under public cleanliness. Then say disease has come now. Say you are suffering from health issues. So preventive measures you should take. Preventive measure. So preventive measures should be taken. See, I told you about malaria is a community is there, or area is there where the malaria is too much now. So local municipality area should take care of preventive measures. So they should fumigate or they should disinfect the area to kill the mosquitoes or mosquitoes will lay eggs in the stagnant water. So we should make the people aware about the diseases. That is the preventive measures. Preventive measures also includes like public education. Education, or we call it as awareness. So awareness should be given about the diseases in the community. So when you see, sometimes people do this. City municipality will do this. Whenever there is a pandemic, they will announce some of the rules to follow. How the public should behave in a community. That awareness about the disease, the spread of the disease, all that should be given to maintain a good health. What are the necessary precautions should be taken for preventing the diseases? Like public education includes providing vaccination also. Providing vaccination. When you provide vaccination, the spread of the disease can be controlled. The best example is COVID-19 now. So people are suffering from the disease called as COVID-19. It's spread through all over the world. It is spreading. So see, when government will provide some vaccination against the disease, the spread of the disease can be controlled. That is one of the technique to improve the community health. Then we can give example of providing healthcare centers. Healthcare centers. So see, healthcare center in the community. So there are hospitals which are run by the government. Say primary health centers are there in some villages. Then community health centers are there for the 10 to 15 villages. Community health center will be there. Like after the community health center, this taluk hospitals will be there. Taluk hospitals will be there. So that will provide provide all the health benefits to the public. By this, we can control the we can uh, make the people people who will live in the community very healthy. By this, our personal hygiene also, personal health also increases. When people, when we give awareness about the diseases and what are the instructions should be followed to avoid the diseases, all should be given, all should be provided to the community, to the public, so that what happens is, so our health also will be not compromised, will be not compromised. So all this should be we should follow for a proper health, proper health. So what I mean by like health already you know. What is health already you know. So physically, mentally and socially, if you are well, then we call it as you are healthy. You are healthy. See, there is something called a disease free. Disease free. See, before before knowing disease free, you should see about what is diseases. What do you mean by disease? So disease is a condition of the body not functioning properly. Condition of a body not functioning properly is called disease. It's called disease. Or say, what disease is a condition. What is the condition? So it is a condition in which body is unable to perform its activities. Say like if you are suffering from malaria or dengue, you can give example of dengue. If you are suffering from a dengue, it is a disease caused by the actually virus, but it spreads through the mosquito. If you are suffering, one of your body part will be unable to work, unable to work. See, the person who is suffering from dengue, he will be not able to walk properly. Walk properly means that will affect the joints of the body. Joints of the body. You will have high fever. You will have fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness. Joint pains you will have. So fever you will have. All this condition. See, this condition is called as disease. This condition is called as disease. Condition of the body not functioning properly as required, that is called as a disease. That's called as a disease. Understood? So, what are the causes of disease? So, causes of disease. So, there are many reasons. Reasons for the say like microorganisms. So microorganisms, when they infect our body, we get a disease. We get a disease. Malnutrition. So malnutrition. See, Malnutrition is also one of the reason. Then you can call it as degenerative causes. Degenerative causes. See, first of all, the microorganisms. There are, see, as you know that in an ecosystem, there are many of the living organisms present in an ecosystem. So in ecosystem, many microorganisms are also there. There are harmful microorganisms. There are even useful microorganisms. In our body also, there are harmful microorganisms. There are useful microorganisms. Microorganisms are present in our body also. In the air it is present, in the water it is present, in the soil it is present. So all these microorganisms, they are some are useful to us, some are very harmful to us. They cause many diseases. So when they enter our body, they cause disease. They cause disease. Example, you can give bacteria, can give virus, fungus. Listen, there's a that. Say bacterial disease. There are many bacterial diseases. If you take disease, typhoid is one of the bacterial disease which is due to the Salmonella typhi bacteria. Then we have fungal disease like athlete foot, fungal disease. Then aspergillosis is one of the fungal disease. Then viral disease, we can give example like AIDS, that is HIV. HIV virus causes AIDS, or virus hepatitis B can give. Then herpes we can give, rabies we can give. Many of the examples we can give of the disease which causes through microorganisms. Say microorganisms which cause disease. Microorganism which cause disease are called pathogens. Pathogens. All these are pathogens. Bacteria are pathogen, fungus is the pathogen, virus is the pathogens. These all causes many of the diseases. That's why they are called as pathogens. Pathogens are the microorganisms which causes the diseases. So like that, even worms also. See, worms also come under this. See, there are some filarial worm, it may be, or filarial worm maybe, roundworm maybe. Roundworm causes roundworms which are present in the child. This problem will be present in the child actually. Then filarial worm, you maybe heard about elephantiasis disease. Elephantiasis disease ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನೆಕಾಲ್ ರೋಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. So that is the one of the disease caused by the worms. There are many worms which causes the anemia also. Like tapeworm causes anemia. So like that, there are worms also, virus, the microorganism also which causes the disease. That is also one of the reason. Then malnutrition. See, if you are not having a proper balanced diet, if you are not having a proper balanced diet, you may suffer from malnutrition. So when you suffer from malnutrition due to deficiency of some minerals, you will suffer from some disease. Like example, like deficiency of iodine. Deficiency of iodine causes a disease called as goiter. Causes a disease called as goiter. So marasmus, Kwashiorkor. Marasmus is a nutritional disease which is due to the protein deficiency of protein in your food. Like that, we can give many of the examples. Like degenerative diseases are like if your body is some part of the body is unable to work properly. That is called a degenerative disease. Degenerative diseases. Like see, after aging, your some of the part will not work efficiently. That condition. So example, disease example is arthritis. So arthritis is one of the disease. It's a joint disease. Due to the many joints are there in the body. So after aging, what happens? In between the joints, there are some cartilage. I told you already. This cartilage, when they degenerate, you will have some pain. That pain, very painful condition, and the joint will also swell. That condition is called arthritis. Like these are degenerative diseases. Degenerative diseases. So these are this is about the disease and causes of the disease. Causes of the disease. So with this, we'll stop the class for today. So tomorrow we'll see the next part of the lesson. Thank you.